Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
So today we will be dealing with two practicals. The first one is determination of oil and grease in a water sample, and second one is the determination of chemical oxygen demand, also known as COD, in wastewater sample. So I'll be starting with the first practical, that is the determination of oil and grease. Let us first go with the procedure of this. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the first practical is the standard operating procedure for determination of oil and grease in water and wastewater sample. Method is liquid partition gravimetric method. Will directly come to the principle. Dissolved or emulsified oil and grease is extracted from water by solvent. What we will do? We will extract the dissolved oil or emulsified oil present in a water by the help of solvent. Apparatus used here are separating funnel, beaker, Workman filter paper, desiccator and heating mantle. Okay, what we are using first is separating funnel, second beaker, Workman filter paper, desiccator and heating mantle. Reagents. What are the reagents? Reagents are hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid. Next is trichlorofluoroethane or we will use N-hexane. Next is sodium sulfate anhydrous and last one is hexadene or stearic acid. Now what is the procedure? Procedure is you have to take 100 ml of sample. Make sure when you take your sample, it should be in acidic. It should be acidic pH. If pH is not acidic, just add 2 ml of concentrated H2SO4 or HCl. So it will reduce your pH to 2. Okay, you take 100 ml of sample. Make sure the sample should be acidic. If it is not acidic, add 2 ml of concentrated H2SO4 or HCl and bring the pH value beyond 2. Next is rinse the sample bottle with 30 ml of hexane and add the solvent to the funnel. Here we will be using N-hexane as our solvent. We can use two. We can use any of the one solvent. We have two options. We can use N-hexane or else we can use trichlorofluoroethane. Shake for 5 to 10 minutes. Drain the separated solvent layer through a funnel containing solvent, moisten filter paper into a clean tad beaker. If solvent layer, if solvent layer is not clear, add 1 gram or more Na2SO4 to the filter paper cone. Only you have to add Na2S2O4 when the solvent layer is not clear. It contains maximum amount of impurities. Extract two more times with the solvent and at last wash filter paper with solvent. We have to do only when your solvent is not clear. Collect the extract in a clean tad beaker and evaporate the solvent at 70 to 80 degree on a water bath. Cool the beaker in desiccator and weigh. Okay, now I will be showing you the practical video. We will be seeing it very carefully and slowly. When you are able to see my screen, just let me know. Yes. Yes. Are you able to see the screen now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is the step? What we are going to do? We are going to take a beaker. Right. We are going to take a beaker. We have to take the initial weight of the beaker. So here we are using digital weighing balance for measuring the weight of our beaker. See, the weight up till your weight comes to steady state. See here, sometimes it fluctuates. So wait up to the weight comes at a steady state. Are you able to see the video clearly?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
सर फाटा है वीडियो.
हेलो,
Nah.
क्लियर नहीं देखा तूने? अरे यार इंटर तो क्लियर नहीं देखा तूने. वेट. हमारा केजो है दिख रहा है. अब देखा है जरा.
Sir.
Okay. So what we will do, we will first take the initial weight of beaker into which we are required to take our sample. So we are taking the initial weight of a beaker with the help of a digital weighing balance. Okay. So the weight up till the weight comes to a steady state. So the weight is coming around 100.055. Note down the initial weight of beaker with the help of pen in a paper. It comes to 100.055. Okay. Okay. The next step is to take the sample. The sample is collected from a nearby industry, which is having oil and grease in its raw water. So we have taken a sample of that. Out of the total amount of sample available with you, we are supposed to take around 100 ml of sample. Take 100 ml of sample. The which are seeing here, which is kept in a burette stand, is your separating funnel. Right. This is your separating funnel. Separating funnel is generally used to separate two layers. The layers are aqueous layer and the oil and grease layer. As we all know that oil and grease It is lighter than water, so it will generally float on water. So we will be getting two layers in this. One is one aqueous layer, and second is the oil and grease layer. So just now see the practical very clearly. Here, what we are doing, we are adding 50 ml of our 100 ml of our sample in our separating funnel. After that, to these our separating funnel, we will add our solvent. Our solvent which we are taking right now is N-hexane. We have to add N-hexane, approximately 30 ml of N-hexane. Okay, first they are adding HCl. I guess the pH value is more than 2, therefore they are adding HCl. We have to add 2 to 3 ml of HCl to bring down the pH value. Just add 2 to 3 ml of HCl or H2SO4 to your separating funnel to bring down the pH value beyond 2. After adding this, we are required to add, see this, we are adding N-hexane. We are taking solvent as N-hexane. We can also take trichlorofluoroethane, but we are taking N-hexane as our solvent. Add 30 ml of N-hexane to your separating funnel. What will happen when you will add 30 ml of N-hexane to a separating funnel? You just shake the funnel well, mix the contents of the separating funnel well, so that what will happen, your oil and grease which are present in the sample will be trapped in your solvent, and you will be having two layers. One is the oil and grease layer at the top, and second is the aqueous layer at the bottom. Now see what happens. First we are washing it, then we are taking approximately 30 ml of N-hexane, which will be our solvent in this procedure. We are adding 30 ml of our solvent into the separating funnel containing sample. See, the oil layer has started to come towards upward direction. Just shake the contents of the separating funnel. While shaking the separating funnel, just make sure to reopen the cap of separating funnel at certain intervals, because due to intense amount of pressure, you will not be able to open the stopper of the separating funnel. So make sure after you are mixing the tank contents regularly, you have to open the stopper of the separating funnel, or else what will happen if you do not open it and you just mix the tank and you start mixing the contents up to 5-10 minutes, then you will be not be able to open the stopper because of higher amount of pressure which is developing. After regular shaking, open regularly the stopper of the separating funnel. After properly mixing of the content of separating funnel, just allow it to settle down for 5 to 10 minutes. After allowing it to settle down for 5 to 10 minutes, you will see you have been generated two layers. The first one, upper layer is the aqueous, upper layer is the oil and grease layer, and the lower layer is your aqueous layer. The aqueous layer which is present in the lower part of separating funnel is of no use. We do not require that layer, so carefully just drain out the lower layer. We are requiring only the upper layer because the oil and grease contents are present in your upper layer only. See this. See this. procedure is on, after some time you will be seeing two separate layers. See now, here we are seeing two separate layers. The first is your oil and grease, and the black one is your aqueous layer. The aqueous layer is of no use, so we'll just drain out the black aqueous layer. Okay. Now see this, your sample is very much clear, containing oil and grease, so you are not required to wash it with the help of sodium anhydrous. You are not required to keep it or pass it through the filter paper because the sample is very much clear. If the sample contains certain amount of impurities, if it is a black color sample, then you are supposed to pass it through the filter paper containing sodium sulfate anhydrous. But here we are not required to do that. Because the sample is very much clear. Now what we are supposed to do, you will drain off the oil and grease layer into the beaker which you have previously weighed. So the initial weight of beaker was I guess 100.055 grams. So in the same beaker we are required to take or drain off your oil and grease layer sample now. The beaker should be the previous one which were already weighed. Now drain off the oil and grease sample into that beaker. Now, after draining it off, you are required to keep it on the water bath, and you are supposed to drain off the solvent. You are supposed to evaporate the solvent into which your oil and grease has been trapped. The oil and grease has been trapped into your solvent. Now you are supposed to evaporate all the solvent. When you will start evaporate all the solvent, you have to keep your beaker onto water bath at a temperature of 80 degree. So solvent will be evaporated and the only amount left in the beaker will be the quantity of oil and grease left. See the procedure. Set the temperature around 70 to 80 degree. Keep it for around half an hour. Yes, with 30 minutes we have said, but after regular time we have to check if the solvent layer has been evaporated earlier before 30 minutes, then just stop the heating procedure. Keep it on the water bath for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, see what happens. The solvent layer is totally been evaporated, and you are left with the only the certain amount of oil and grease in your beaker. See this. Only small quantity, very small quantity of oil and grease has been stuck to your beaker. Now you are supposed to wait the final. You are supposed to wait the final weight. The final weight of the beaker after the procedure has been completed. Initial weight was 100.055 gram, and the final weight is 100.120 grams. What was your initial weight? 100.055 and final is 100.127. 127 grams. Okay. This is your final weight. Now see how to calculate the quantity of oil and grease present. Wait a minute. Yes. Able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now how to calculate? Calculation part. Calculation is oil and grease is equal to 10 raised to 6 into m by v. What is your m? M is the mass in gram of the residue. B minus A. What is your B? B is the weight of beaker plus residue. That is your final weight of the beaker, which was around 100.120 grams. What is your A? A is the weight of empty beaker, 100.055 grams. That is your M. M is your B minus A. And what is V? V is volume in ml of the sample taken. How much sample you have taken initially? 100 ml. Right? You have taken the sample as 100 ml. So V is 100 ml. M is your B minus A into 10 raised to 6. That will be the quantity of oil and grease present in milligram per liter. So calculation કરી શકો છો તમે કરી શકો છો. You have the initial weight, you have the final weight, you have the volume. Start doing the calculations. Yes, anyone fast. Everyone fast, please. Start doing your calculations. You have the initial weight as 100.055 gram. You have the final weight as 100.120 grams. You have the volume of sample is equal to V is equal to 100 ml. Shall I share once again the procedure? If in case you not note down, shall I share it once again? Yes? Bolo fast. So I have shared once again. Oil and grease is equal to 10 raised to 6 into m by v. Come on, start doing it.
Sir, 650 mg per liter.
650 milligram per liter.